Welcome to the Jurassic Park. What do you think the dinosaurs behind the gates will look like once we open the gates to this menagerie of previously extinct creatures? The image of a dinosaur may have already been implanted in your head if you've read or watched Jurassic Park. The film's renowned theme tune may play in your head as you imagine herds of long-necked monsters parading, or the grisly visuals of park guards becoming easy meals may cloud your perception. But the thrill of this dinosaur park cannot be disputed. Is it, nevertheless, possible to create a Jurassic Park? One of the last things Michael Crichton wrote when he first envisioned the Jurassic Park concept in the late 1980s was possibly the most significant. How would the scientists in the story get DNA they need to build a dinosaur theme park? This would be the key to the entire scenario, providing a sense of scientific realism to the story. Crichton was eventually motivated by a scientific report he read. In 1982, a fly was discovered preserved inside a hardened tree resin. The fly had somehow ended up submerged in this resin time capsule at the end of its life. This was a real-life finding, not merely a stroke of genius, that led to the construction of this imaginary land. The story of Jurassic Park and the science at its heart would inspire the next generation of paleontologists, introducing dinosaurs to the world's imagination. As scientists discover and research new fossils, we continue to learn more about dinosaurs. Scientists are now seeking to reverse extinction by reintroducing long-extinct species back into our lives. Scientists can carefully build backwards and alter a model of the species' DNA by editing the genetic code in the DNA of extinct creatures' closest surviving descendants. The woolly mammoth, which became extinct roughly 4,000 years ago, is one of the most well-known examples. Because mammoth DNA is maintained in Siberia's frozen earth, scientists are working on a project to mix these genetic code pieces with that of live elephants. There may be thousands of years between these species, and over 60 million for dinosaurs, but if scientists are successful in reproducing these extinct creatures, it may be the start of a true Jurassic Park. The most difficult obstacle to overcome before we can build a dinosaur park is locating the primary ingredient. Researchers can't clone real dinosaurs without access to dinosaur DNA. Every day, new fossils are discovered in the ground. While this can be useful in determining a species' form, the biological stuff has long since vanished. Fossils are made up of rock and sediment that have taken the place of bone. While these hints can provide information about a specimen's shape and size, as well as the period it was alive, and any distinguishing characteristics it possessed, they are unable to provide genetic information. Researchers from the United States and China identified cartilage that they believe has dinosaur DNA. Many paleontologists are suspicious about this claim, because it is widely assumed that the protein in these molecules could not survive for millions of years. The cartilage is from a Cretaceous period species, and is over 70 million years old, but it has been calcified and petrified, which may have safeguarded the cells inside. Is it feasible to bring a dinosaur back from the brink of extinction? Scientists are trying to figure it out. However, the procedure would be much different from how it's depicted in movies. Scientists have discovered DNA signals, and believe that there may be a few little bits left, but not enough to build a dinosaur. Collagen and dinosaur proteins are available. It would be absurd to put the DNA in an ostrich egg if they had it. The best thing to do is develop it in a test tube, because we have no idea how big dinosaur embryos are. Some dinosaur eggs are around the same size as ostrich eggs, but T-Rex eggs are much longer and larger. Jack Horner is a genuine paleontologist who influenced Alan Grant's character in Jurassic Park. He also served as a paleontology advisor for the Jurassic Park films. While he considers cloning to be a work of fiction, it hasn't prevented Horner from attempting to resurrect the dinosaurs. He has a lab, where he and his colleagues are striving to create a dinosaur. The initiative is known as the Dino Chicken Project, and it is based primarily on genetic engineering. The concept is to make use of atavistic genes. They are essentially ancestral genes, which means that they were programmed by ancestral creatures. Horner intends to use these atavistic genes to his advantage. He's hopeful that some of the dinosaurs' characteristics were atavistic in birds. Because all bird species are related to dinosaurs through a common ancestor, any bird should work. Because chickens are the easiest to obtain eggs from, he established a laboratory, employed geneticists and developmental biologists, and began searching for potential atavistic genes. They've been concentrating on the tail, which appears to be the most difficult portion. They discovered that their decrease of a long-tailed dinosaur's tail to a short-tailed bird's tail is not caused by an atavistic gene, and they're now trying to figure out how the tail works and reverse the mechanism that caused it to become short. So, how near are we to creating a dinosaur? The face, teeth, arms, and hands have all been examined in other laboratories. They have the power to create an animal with dinosaur-like skull, most likely with teeth, and they can absolutely reverse the wings to create arms and hands. How would we coexist if humanity succeeded in bringing dinosaurs back from the brink of extinction? Humans would not have been able to evolve if dinosaurs had not gone extinct. Mammalian species coexisted with dinosaurs for 150 million years, although these animals were nocturnal and lived in burrows. This shows that the only option for mammals to coexist with dinosaurs was to emerge at night to hunt. Because our lives are so dissimilar from dinosaurs, there's no way of knowing what would happen if dinosaurs and humans shared the same territory. Observing human behavior in the presence of today's huge predators, it is improbable that the two species could coexist. Humans take up so much space on the globe that releasing predators like dinosaurs into the wild would almost certainly end in a land battle. So, when you construct these dinosaurs, where are you going to place them? We started with wolves thousands of years ago, and now we have chihuahuas. We don't have to restrict dogs because they're basically wolves. Dino chickens will not be same as the dinosaurs from Jurassic Park. We won't have to worry about them because they'll be domestic animals. You'd have to worry about containing an actual T-Rex if you were cloning one. Could we keep dinosaurs alive even if the challenge of replicating them was solved? Some analyses of air trapped in amber reveal that its composition during the Cretaceous period may have been 35% oxygen, compared to 21% now. However, over the course of the dinosaurs' long existence on the planet, this number is thought to have fluctuated significantly. As a result, certain species might be better suited to our air than others. It's also been discovered that the global temperature would have been substantially greater when dinosaurs roamed the Earth than it is today. An island in a tropical region of their world would be the greatest hope for providing temperatures suitable for many dinosaurs. And, in order to confine them, the park would have to look quite different than it does in the movie. You'll need fences around the dinosaurs to keep them in, if you're serious about creating a Jurassic Park that isn't simply a movie. Because electricity can go out, reinforced concrete will work far better than electric fences. The use of electric fencing was a bad idea, and we certainly don't want to be hunted by a runaway T-Rex, now do we? Let's wait and watch what the future holds for us.